The White House celebrates a tax break for seniors while fine print accelerates. Social Security's collapsed by a full year. Wait, because here's what they're not telling you. Last July's One Big Beautiful Bill moved the trust fund's insolvency from early 2033 to late 2032, guaranteeing automatic cuts hit during the next election when nobody will fix it. When the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund runs dry fourth quarter 2032, federal law requires an immediate 24% cut to every monthly check. For a dual-income couple retiring in 2033, that's $18,400 less per year, $1,500 slashed monthly. Lower-income retirees lose $11,000 annually, driving 3.8 million American seniors into poverty. How does a bill marketed as helping seniors push Social Security toward collapse? The trust fund gets money from payroll taxes, bond interest, and taxes on benefits for higher earners. That third source brings $100 billion this year. The new law cuts revenue $30 billion annually by extending lower tax rates, creating a temporary $6,000 senior deduction, and pushing beneficiaries into lower brackets. The Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget calculated $168.6 billion drained over 10 years, enough to move insolvency forward 12 months. Here's what should make your blood boil. 64% of recipients already paid zero federal tax on benefits before this law. For them, the deduction does nothing because you can't reduce a zero tax bill. It expires in 2028 anyway. 4 temporary years while trust fund damage is permanent. Who benefits? Upper middle earners making $80,000 to $130,000 get real cuts now while the fund bleeds. The wealthiest over $175,000 don't qualify. People needing help least got temporary relief. Those needing it most got nothing. Everybody's future benefits took massive hits. The actuarial balance worsened from negative 3.82 to negative 3.98%. The gap between what Social Security collects and owes widened because Congress cut revenue while claiming they helped Medicare faces identical acceleration. Insolvency mid-2032 instead of late 2030-33. 11% hospital payment cuts the exact moment. Social Security slashes benefits 24%. Imagine being 75 in 2033 watching $1,500 vanish monthly while hospital coverage gets gutted. Nobody who voted for this offered one plan to prevent cuts they made inevitable. Moving insolvency to late 2032 guarantees crisis lands mid-election. No candidate campaigns on cutting benefits or raising taxes, so both parties patch temporarily while the fund hemorrhages. When it runs dry, automatic cuts happen by law unless Congress passes legislation with 60 Senate votes. The people who wrote this knew exactly what they were doing. The actuary warned cutting benefit taxation would damage finances. Multiple independent groups published accelerated insolvency breakdowns. The administration had these projections on claiming 88% would pay no tax on benefits. They highlighted immediate savings, buried devastation. Social Security sent emails promoting the law without mentioning it speeds cuts. Congressman James Clyburn called this out. Mainstream outlets ignored him. Why no mass outrage across the United States? Pain deferred, mechanisms technical, rhetoric misleading. Easier celebrating 6,000 today than confronting 18,000 cuts in 2032. American seniors are being robbed in daylight by politicians counting on voters not understanding actuarial tables. The Urban Institute project's median benefits dropped $5,900 by 2045. Under this acceleration, cuts arrive sooner, hit harder. The lowest income 40%, C income slashed 1/5. Millions pushed to poverty. Adult children absorbing costs they can't afford. younger Americans paying and now face higher payroll taxes, later retirement, or both, for reduced benefits when they retire. Seniors who sacrificed decades, paid taxes, planned around promised benefits, discover those promises were conditional. This affects to every American working, every retiree depending on checks, every family caring for aging parents whose fixed incomes become more fixed and lower amounts. Evidence is public, warnings clear, trajectory locked unless Congress restores revenue. They stripped. Every day without solutions brings us closer to the largest cut in Social Security's 90-year history. And those responsible claim they're protecting seniors. That's not protection. That's betrayal with a deduction tax.